Here we go. Simplicity. This is a redo from the 40s. S8447. You will, if you've been around pattern sewing garments, you will have seen this. I have had my overalls cut out for a year, partially sewn, but then found it just so daunting to finish them. I just let them sit around, and I have vowed to finish some stuff. So I got them finished, and I had some challenges, not because, mostly because of me, but some because of the pattern. Here's the back view of the pattern. Really cute. I'm actually going to make them again. It wasn't so bad that I'm not going to make them again, but I really like them, and I actually like the size too. They are loose fitting, which always throws me for a loop, and so I cut these out at a size 18 bordering on 20. I had to cut them down to a size 16, and probably needed a size 14 in the bottoms, because you would not believe I cut off probably 4 inches off of each leg, and they're still pretty baggy. Let me tilt you down, see if I can do it without, okay, there you go. So here they go. This was actually just fabric I bought as a muslin. The fit's not perfect, but you just, the way they look, I'm so happy, because I actually almost trashed them. And they're super comfy, but let me tell you. So on the pattern, all right, so right here on the side, this is not, I put in a zipper, and this doesn't meet up, and I'm not worried about it because it'll get hidden by a shirt. I had actually made this shirt to wear with it, and I will wear it with it. It's cute, but today when I finished them, I just was wearing my work t-shirt. But anyway, so I put in a zipper here. What the pattern had you do, so you have this top piece, and then a waistband, and then your pants. And on the front part, you have your button placket. It's in 3 sections. But on the back, they had one nice flowing placket. So that was to sew your buttons on, and then the buttonholes would get put in this part that had all the 3 pieces with all the seams, like extra seams. Didn't make sense. And I knew that because of my shape, if I sat and I wore them to work, there was going to be gaps between these buttons. So I ended up putting a zipper in, chucking it. In fact, I did not even use the side facing piece here, but I did here. I had already put that on before I decided to do the buttons. So I like it. It's cute. It's wearable. I really didn't think I would end up with something that I could wear to work, but I will. But as I was saying, I cut out a size 18 bordering on 20, because I'm used to, with the top down, center out sewing pants, that technique I've learned recently. You leave a lot on the sides so that you can fit your crotch and your pants, and then you can take in from the side once you do your waistband. Well, you can't do that with this pattern. And I didn't know that in addition, when I cut these out, I've actually also lost some weight due to medication, not because I'm trying. So it was a test to see how persistent I could be to finish this project. I didn't want to chuck it. I never go in Hobby Lobby. I just don't like shopping there. But I forget what I had to run in for. I think I was sewing stuff for my daughters this time last year. I was busy sewing stuff for my daughter's wedding. My mother, the bride dress, rehearsal dinner outfit, and all that stuff. And I had to have something from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby, Walmart, and Hobby Lobby are my 2 options for sewing supplies. There's a Bernina, there is a Pfaff, but they're only open 8 to 5. Oh, there's a Baby Lot. and this was after hours, and I absolutely had to have it. So I ran in Hobby Lobby, and they had this fabric. It was a quilting fabric, but it was so pretty and just looked so cheerful. And they had this. It's a chambray, which is kind of like a relaxed denim, durable. And so I bought, I think, 2 yards of each, and I really needed 3 yards of this, because what happened, and I weren't even thinking, I got this cut out, sewn up, happy with it. I've got to go back now and cut these shoulders down, because the shoulders droop on my arms now, especially since I had this frozen shoulder. They droop like almost 2 inches, so I've got to redo the arm, pull the arm up here on this. Anyway, when I went to cut this out, I always fudge on fabric, make sure I have a little bit extra, so that if I have miscut something, I have a little bit extra to go back and can get it out of it. Well, let me tell you, in addition to the pattern thing not lining up right on this side with all the buttons, my dyslexic self, this is all supposed to be on the left side. So as I'm cutting and as I'm sewing, and see this fabric, there's not a right or wrong. This is, look, this is the size of my scraps. This is it. It looks the same on front and back. Doesn't matter. I kept getting them mixed up. I ended up having to use tailor's tacks to like embroider front back, so that I would know what was front, what was back, and realized at the last minute that I had applied the button placket, the front part of this, on the right side, not the left. So I had to go back and readjust everything there. This back pocket is supposed to be on the front, which I kind of thought was odd. These are so big, I wish now I had gone with a different opening here, so I could have deeper pockets. And I will do that on the next one. I'll hack it. I mean, it's cute, and I can actually still fit my phone in my back pocket. But I didn't like the position of the pocket on the front there. So, but there it goes. So, something else with all of my sewing. This is not perfect. I grew up in a family of women who sewed, and it was, if you went to a family reunion or get together and people found out that you had made your clothes, instantly it was, let me see how it looks on the inside, because it's got to look as good on the inside as it on the outside, which actually made me not sew clothes, or at least admit that I had sewn my clothes for many, many, many years, and now I don't give a shit. So, but I try to learn something new and try to improve my skills, and this time it was with top stitching. I am so happy. You can't really see. The top stitching is so on point that I am just blown away that I was able to do. I even did it on the pocket. It just turned out so well. So I learned to do that. That was my skill on this garment, was doing top stitching. And I even did it on the outside. I tried to do it like jeans. So I did it on the outside, down the seams. So, but that was my skills for this time, was doing the top stitching. Yeah. So there you go. That was, found it. Simplicity 8447.